EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And mark him down way up close to the 40 of the 39. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. But it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and that was just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Watson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Touchdown! Devontae Adams, a 20-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 2. Yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Try and throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but when he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Watson on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. Down inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for second place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. The Danian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Running on 1st down, Eckler knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slam. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They'll try and throw for it here. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Watson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating, and it allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, same target. It's Jacobs again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Watson. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. From the red zone now, Watson. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Watson. And this is caught by Allen for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. You back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is swung out to Eckler. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll look to throw again.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing Jones. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Newhouse. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them here as they come on 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Both sides were holding for breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He finds his target, Allen.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are pouring it on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. That is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes.
Touchdown, Raiders! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Kind of mild.
Jones hit in the ball zone, and the Raiders pick it up.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort. When he broke a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are coming up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as it's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big drive.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the...
And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example. Do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Watson down to throw.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. now Watson. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Jacobs again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Touchdown! It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Raiders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'll have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success, 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10. Watson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll
tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. And now here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score. Partner hoping they hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough. It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. A give. It's Jacobs off the option.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.